Blog Talk Radio.
Good evening, everyone. This is me, Jonathan Alexander, and I'm here to host the show, Life After Happiness. Today we have two sisters, or I should say, they're pretty close to our sisters, that are getting their chakras done. Now, one is here, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to start with her. And Michelle, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, good. Kelly, my co-host, are you there?
Yeah, hi.
Okay. All right. What we're going to do is if Jacqueline calls in, I'm just going to just let her know and that we started and that she will be done. That we will do hers after we do Michelle. Okay. And I'll try to get in touch with her. So you go do your thing, and I'm going to see if I can get a hold of Jacqueline by the phone. If I get her on, I'll just let her know that, we'll just very quietly wait until you guys are done. Okay?
Okay. Yeah, thank you. So, happy 11/11, everybody. In numerology, it's a very important date. So, we are set for a really cool show. Are you excited, Michelle?
Yes.
Good. So sometimes people notice on the clock 11:11, and that can be really a lucky thing. That can be your angels trying to guide you. It can be someone who has passed surfacing as your angel and just letting you know that they're there. And so it's really an honor to be able to do chakras for you on 11/11 because the date is significant. And are you in a place where you feel relaxed and you're kind of away from noise and other people a little bit?
Yes.
Okay, good. Is there a way that you could lay down so that you're on your back and kind of stretched out a little bit so that helps the process?
It just so happens that I'm already laying down on my back.
Wow, hey. All right. That's a great way to start. So I'm going to explain a little bit what I do before I do it because I know you're new with my process, and I know we probably have some new listeners that are wondering what is a chakra and what are we doing. So we have 7 energy centers in our body, and those are affiliated with different colors and that we can concentrate on, with each one that helps the energy level rise. Sometimes people will affiliate foods or scents with it. But I don't generally go into all of that because what I find is pretty effective. Some people do like chakra crystal healing and things like that, which is fine. There's a lot of different ways to go about reaching the same thing. Just like astrology and numerology and psychics, they're all different channels to go to the same result. So with these energy centers, they also are affiliated with different emotions and different thought processes and different systems with internal organs and how they work together. So what I do is I help clear any blocked energy or any negative energy. Is this making sense?
Yes.
Okay, good. And I'm able to do it remotely, which is by phone. And I think it helps a lot when I'm explaining what I'm doing as I go. So what I'm doing is I'm vigorously rubbing my hands together. And this is not just getting my blood circulating, but it helps with energy flow. I tend to find that I absorb energy with my left hand, and I send out energy with my right. And so when I'm rubbing them together, it just heightens my awareness and heightens the abilities. And these aren't like hocus pocus or anything weird. Everybody has the ability, they just don't necessarily realize. So, but if you were to rub your hands vigorously and then bring them out about shoulder width apart, and then slowly start bringing them together and cupping your hands right about 6 to 8 inches apart from each other. Sometimes it'll be 5. You'll start to feel a little resistance. Are you trying that with me?
I am.
Do you feel it?
Actually, the process of rubbing your hands together with your right hand is sending out the energy, and your left hand is absorbing the energy.
Yeah, it's
okay.
Like all of the chakras are circular, like cycle, and then they make up one big circulating cycle through your body, and it's all it can be driven by your breath and your blood flow. But sometimes it'll take a couple times or so, especially if you're new, of rubbing your hands together and then having them out and then bringing them closer together before you start to feel that resistance. And that's an energy ball. And if you can't do it, it's not a big deal. It's just kind of a cool thing that you might be able to do. And for some people, it's easier than others.
Well, I'm more of a visual person, and if I see it demonstrated, but just talking me through it without actually seeing it, it's a little difficult.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a really cool idea, though, because maybe we could do this in addition to today. We could maybe do this on like a video conference type thing. If you didn't want to be seen by other people, then they wouldn't see you. But
I have the Jacqueline here on the phone, so we just
okay.
Hello. Hi, everybody.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm doing.
Started yet or doing the chakras yet? Or?
I was explaining like the process, but I can explain it for Jacqueline as well. I can. Would you like me to explain it now, since we haven't really started, or would you like me to explain it before I do yours?
You could explain it now.
Okay.
We get it at once.
Yeah. Okay. That way we
All
can
right.
get everybody on the same page at the same time.
Okay.
All right. So I was running through a little exercise with Michelle, and what I did was I rubbed my hands vigorously together for, I don't know, maybe 30 seconds, and then I put them shoulder width apart, and then started to slowly bring them together and kind of cup my hands. And about 6 to 8 inches away from each other, sometimes it's 4 or 5 inches, I start to feel a little resistance, and that's forming an energy ball. If you don't feel that, don't feel bad. A lot of people don't detect that unless they have some practice. But you can keep doing that if you want to, and see if you feel that it's kind of a tingle. It's kind of a, like your hands get slower, and then it's like, oh, it's almost like they don't want to come together all the way. So, and I was explaining, like, what chakras are energy centers in the body, and they relate to specific bodily functions and body organs, and there's 7 of those, and they work in like a circle. And then those make a bigger circle, like, overall, of energy. And each one has a color affiliated with it. They have different emotions and thought processes that go along with them. So what I do is I remove any blockages in the energy, excuse me, or any negative energy that might be trapped, and I explain how it gets trapped and what I'm picking up from it. And I'm able to do it remotely. And these are things that everybody has the ability to do. They just don't necessarily have an awareness about it yet unless they go and they learn more and they practice. Some people, it's easier to pick up on this kind of thing than others, and they're not sure that that's what they have until they research. So what I'm going to do is, if you're ready, Michelle, I can begin, and I will explain what we're doing as we do it. Does that sound good?
Yes, I'm ready.
All right. Sounds good. And I am too. So I'm just doing that, rubbing my hands together thing to get my energy up. I tend to absorb energy with my left hand, and I tend to send it out with the right. That's just something that I've picked up that I do. And so I have a little gemstone on a string, and sometimes people can use a piece of dental floss and paper clip. It doesn't have to be anything specific. But what I do is I'm running my fingers down it and throwing any residual energy into the ground where it can be safely absorbed. And I'm going to concentrate on your root chakra. That's the first one. That's the base. Everything kind of builds from. And it's your most primal. It has like your primal urges. It has your instinct for survival and safety. So if this one's thrown off, then you might not feel comfortable about a situation. Maybe it's at work, there might be somebody that you don't get along well with and you don't feel exactly safe to open up with. It could be something, in a variety of different situations, but we'll see what we pick up. And so I'm going to concentrate on that. I'm going to concentrate on the picture of your face. And if my gemstone goes in a circle, that means that the energy is healthy and it's circulating the way it should. So everything related to it should be fine. But if it's going up and down or back and forth, that means that there's a blockage or negative energy in there. So let's see what we've got. So far, it's doing a circle. I'm going to wait and see if it changes. And slowing down, and it's going front to back. So I need to work on that. This can also lead to like physical symptoms too. Like it's located at the base of your spine, kind of between your tailbone and the reproductive organs. It's basically where you would sit. So I'm going to see what I find in there. I'm doing that energy ball thing. The first thing I felt was anxiety. Are you anxious about something right now, Michelle?
Yes.
Okay, then I'm picking up on the right thing. I don't know if you want to talk about it on the air, and if you don't, then I can talk later. But it just feels like there's negative energy trapped in there, and it's kind of affecting your health a little bit. It's not like anything horrible. It's just you're feeling physical symptoms. I'm detecting.
Well, I guess because I get anxious or anxiety when I pick up on negative energy from people I interact with, and it affects me.
Okay, so you are an empathic person, and that can be a very big asset, but it can also be scary because sometimes you pick up unwanted energy. And one of the things that I found helps at night is if you put a glass of water next to your bed, other people that you're kind of picking up on their energy while you're sleeping, maybe while you're dreaming, it can help absorb that energy instead of sending it right to you. But you want to make sure you pour it down the drain or throw it outside in the morning so that time you're getting a fresh glass and you're not drinking it. Make sure you don't drink it. Another thing is it's scary when you're sensitive to other people's energies because at first it's like a rush of everything, like especially if you're in a crowd. You're just picking up on all kinds of stuff. And it's like being an antenna. And if you could research and study how to turn it off and how to ground yourself, you're going to find that with practice, you're going to be able to have it on when you want it on. Excuse me. And when you have negative energy or too much coming at you, you'll learn how to be able to breathe and kind of meditate, and, even if it's just a short little practice, and you'll be able to put up like a shield. And that's really important. Otherwise, you're going to be taking on all kinds of stuff that you don't want. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Okay, good. Now I'm going to see what I can do to pull that out and clear it for you so that you don't have to feel anxious. But your homework's going to be like those things that I mentioned, how to ground yourself, how to shield yourself, how to get rid of it, how to have it so that you can turn it on and off. Mm-hmm. And if you like, I can research with you and give you some good resources.
Well, actually,
that's what you... What's that? Okay, good.
I saw a little exercise.
I would like to...
I saw a little exercise yesterday that I could actually do to actually ground myself when I am absorbing negative energy.
Good. Yeah, keep that up. That's going to help you out. And especially once we clear this out, you want to try to do as much as you can to maintain, it being healthy in there. And, I'd like to keep in touch with you to make sure everything, stays okay, because if not, we can do this again. But let me see if I can pull that out. Okay, good. Let me see if I can pull that out. Now, what I'm doing is it looks like I'm playing a tug-of-war with an invisible rope. And I'm pulling it out. It's really stubborn in there. You got a lot of people that... another thing that you can try is a cutting the cord ceremony. Because people that you interact with will put cord, an invisible cord, in your back to be tethered to you. And if you gently cut the cords with an invisible, like your fingers, and doing like a scissors action, then you're cutting the cord, but you got to send with it gentle, loving energy so that it doesn't snap back and hit them and make them, they might reach out to you and it might be somebody you don't really want to hear from. And because they'll feel it, but they're not sure why, and your name will come up in their mind. So if you send it back to them gently, then it won't have that kind of effect on them so much, and they'll be fine. But if you do it gently, then you won't feel like you're burdened with so much weight and so many people trying to tug on you. And if you have back pain, it helps get rid of that as well. I'm going to see if I can pull this out. Oh, there. I'm sending it into the ground. So, does that feel lighter for you right now?
It does.
Good. It worked. All right. Let me double check and make sure and see what this is doing. Oh, yeah. That's going in a big sweeping circle. That is beautiful. That's beautiful. Good. Now, I'm clearing that off of the gemstone. And the next one is the sacral. And that's above the bikini line, but below the belly button. That is your emotional body, your sensuality, and your creativity. And let's see where we are with that. Okay, that one's off too. You have a lot of, it feels like, a lot of burden from other people that they like to throw on your shoulders.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not anything personal. It's not that they are trying to do that. It's just you are a person who cares about other people, and they can open up to you. And without learning, to ground yourself properly, that starts to kind of eat at you. And let's see what I can find in there. It feels like emotional pain. Are you or somebody that you're close with dealing with something like a loss?
Yes, I am actually experiencing a loss right now.
Oh, okay. Okay,
yes.
That's what I'm picking up on. Okay. Yeah, that's understandable to have everything thrown off with that. And that also can make you more vulnerable, the energies of other people, because it's hard to be rational. It's hard to be an observer when you're right in the middle of it. Let's see if I can get that out of there. Man, that is really, you're carrying around a lot of pain right now. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm going nice and gentle with this one because you need a lot of healing energy in there. Do you feel nauseated at times?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Do you feel nauseated at times?
Sometimes.
Okay, yeah, I'm kind of picking up on that. That can also be the nerves and just the rawness of everything right now. Are you feeling any different?
Well, I was very emotional when you actually recognize the pain, and I'm just actually relaxing right now.
Good.
Just pretty much just trying to let the energy flow.
Good. Yeah, once we get them cleared, that It was the kind of feeling that you're going to want to go toward and embrace. But I know when you're in the middle of a storm, it's really hard to do. And so you're doing really great being able to do that right now. And let me check and see where we are with the gemstone. Okay, this is a lot better. There we go. Yeah, that's a nice circle. The next one that we're going to do is the third one, and that's the solar plexus. That's your personal power, your self-esteem, your warrior energy, and your power of transformation. I'm going to see where we are with that. That can also lead to, digestive issues. Let's see. So far, it's a weak circle, a weak small circle. And now it's going back and forth. So that one needs some work. And I'm guessing it's less of your self-esteem affected, but it's more of feeling powerless in the situation at the moment. And you're on the verge of a transformation for the better because you're gaining strength, making it through this. You aren't at that point where you're feeling it yet. You don't feel the strength part because you're in the middle of it. And you have to get through the hard parts to start to be able to reflect and look back and go, dang, if I can make it through that, I can make it through anything. But you're not there yet, but you will be. So let me see what else I find in there. Does that sound right so far?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, you have a beautiful energy here. Yeah, you are on a powerful path for transformation, but you might not really start to feel it until April comes to mind. And then during the summer, as that progresses, you're going to start getting your warrior energy back. You're going to start feeling like you're on top again. And I know that seems like a long way off, but it's going to, sometimes things get a little worse before they start getting better. And I'm feeling like after the holidays is when it's going to start getting better for you, but the holidays are going to be really hard because of you're going to be feeling the loss and missing what used to be. And the holidays are not going to seem like they're the same. But, if I were you, I would just kind of embrace things the way that they roll and just kind of try to roll with it and not have like in your mind that, oh, these are going to be terrible and get all anxious about anticipating. I would just roll with it. And, if you cry, you cry. If you don't, that's fine. But just do the things that you need to do to release it. And I'm trying to see if I can get some of that out of there. Are you feeling more relaxed?
Yes, I am.
Good. Let me check and see where we are with that one. Oh, yeah, this is a much better circle. Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah, that's staying in the circle. The next one is the fourth one, and that's the heart chakra. That's the opening of feeling and compassion and your capacity to love, and it doesn't like conflict. If I had to make a guess, I would say that this one's going to be off when I test it, but because how can you be in the middle of all that and not feel it And, so I'm going to check it and make sure. Yep, that was off right away, doing the front to back motion. So I'm kind of mentally bracing myself because I have a feeling this one's going to be deep. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm feeling that there are times of emotional upheaval. And are you afraid to open your feelings up sometimes? Like it feels like the floodgates are going to open and they will never close?
Just to the wrong person or to the wrong people.
Okay. Yeah, it's one of those things that time's going to be healing you, but in the meantime, I know it feels like you have to kind of shut the door on the feelings and kind of stuff them down in to get through your day. And that can be a hard thing because you're always wondering, when is the appropriate time to let it out? And you don't want to make other people sad. But there are times, grief counseling helps, and being around other people that are going through the process, you can help hold each other up. And I know that you feel like you have to be strong for everybody. And that's not easy. Is that kind of what you're having to deal with right now?
Well, no, it's not a physical loss. I mean, it's not a loss of a death, a physical death, but it's a loss of a relationship or a marriage.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So, that can be like a death. That can be very much like one. I mean, some people treat it differently because they think, well, that wasn't working anyway, or, the person's still here. But really the way that our emotions work is it feels like a real death, and then you have the other emotions that are tied in with the end of the relationship or marriage, and then, there's a lot of mixed feelings that go along with that. Even people that want to be away from the other person can end up feeling sad about it. So, yeah, it can be a confusing time, but it's also, a loss for both sides. Let me see what I can do. Oh, okay. All right. How does that feel right now, Michelle?
Oh, it
Are you
feels
feeling
good.
it?
It feels like I'm breathing. Yes, it feels good. It feels like I'm breathing better, more relaxed.
Excellent. Yeah, it's still making, before it was a definite negative energy trapped in there doing the front to back. Now I've helped release some of that, and I'm going to see if I can go and get a little bit more and put in some positives in there, because it's doing a circle, but it's a really weak circle, and I don't want to leave you hanging with a weak circle because I don't want it to start teetering. Ooh, that gave me chills. So, in a good way. So you have a very beautiful heart.
Thank you.
You're welcome. There, is that getting better? Let's see. Oh, it's going a lot faster now. That's doing a nice circle. It still needs, to be kept up with, but, it can get stronger, and it will. It's just right now, you got that seed of hope planted in there, and you're going to be okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. The fifth one is the throat. I lost my speaking voice for a second. The throat chakra, and that's the ability to manifest and express your truth in the world. So sometimes if that one has a block, it's because we're kind of stifling what we're saying. Like, we really feel like we want to blurt out or say something, but we shouldn't, so we don't. We kind of stuff it down. And I don't know if that's what's happening, but let me check and see what this says. This one's healthy. I'm thinking that you don't have a problem expressing yourself. And you try to do it as tactfully as possible.
Yes.
Good. Yeah. Some situations are challenging, but you seem to be doing well with those.
Thank you.
This one is one of yours. You're welcome. This is one of your stronger ones. Yeah. You definitely, you have a gift with being able to communicate, especially in the heart of the storm. If there's anything you can count on so far, it's your ability to communicate. And, to be able to do it in a way that puts others at ease the most possible, if that makes sense.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Good. So the next one is the sixth one, and that's the third eye. That's your intuition, and that's where you have your patterns of learning and things like that you recognize, and your skill set with it, your memory, things like that come into play with it. Let's see where we are. Okay, yeah, this one right away went back and forth, and it kind of, when that happens, I find sometimes with people it is their fear of judging, whether it's a situation or a person. They're afraid they might be picking up on something the wrong way, or things like that. They're afraid of miscommunications, things like that. And sometimes those do happen when the third eye isn't operating properly. So, or you just feel like you're not getting a read on the person right. You're not sure, like a lot of self-doubt in that area. Like,
yes.
Okay, I'm on the right track. Good, yeah. So let me get in there and see what I can find. I feel like when it's on, it's spot on. And when it's murky, it's kind of anybody's game as to whether you're picking up on the right signs, like body language or tone of voice. It makes it hard to decipher people. It makes it hard to know who to trust sometimes.
Yes.
All right, let's see what we got so far in the third eye. Hey, all right. Yeah, this one is starting to make a bigger and bigger circle. So that's a good sign. All right. Your crown chakra is your 7th, and that is your access to the higher states of consciousness and being open to what is beyond our understanding. That would be like your direct connection with God and the universe, which ultimately opens us up to being with every other living being in the world and otherworldly, like people that have passed, things like that, because we're all part of the whole picture. So where the root chakra is grounding you to earthly things, your crown chakra is rising up and grounding you with being able to grow as a person and find yourself in the world and beyond. So, let me see what I find here. Okay, yeah. I suspected there wasn't a problem, and so far I'm right. It's a small circle, but it's a vast circle. And I think that maybe some of it got kind of murky at times because along with, with your third eye having the issues before and not knowing if you're judging things and people properly, that can cause a little confusion in this area or vice versa. But now that we got the third eye cleared up, this one was making the circle, but it wasn't as strong as it could be. But I think as you gain momentum, you're going to start having good things coming to you. You're going to be learning that you are a strong person, stronger than you realized. You're going to start enjoying independence. You're going to start enjoying things better. But it takes a long time to heal, and it can be a frustrating process. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go back through real quick, just testing each one and make sure that we're still okay, because sometimes an energy can shift from one place to another. I just want to make sure we don't have any of that happening. So the root chakra, let's see what's happening there. That one is a nice big circle. The sacral, let's see what's happening. Yep, that one's a good circle. The solar plexus, that one is a good circle. The heart, that one is a small but mighty circle, going pretty fast. The throat, that one's doing a good circle. The third eye, that one's doing a good circle. And then the crown chakra is doing a good circle. Now, how do you feel, Michelle, right now?
I feel good. Feel great. Just ready to study and learn and move forward.
Excellent. Yeah, you're in a big learning process right now. And, once you start getting things under your feet, then there's no stopping where you can go. Just make sure you keep your momentum up and you're taking especially good care of yourself.
Are you there, Jacqueline?
Thank you, Kelly.
Yes, I'm here.
It's my pleasure. And, feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions or if you need anything further.
Okay, I will. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. All right.
Hi, Jacqueline. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
All right. I'm making sure I am. I'm clearing out the things that I picked up from the shelf, so bear with me a second. I just kind of shake it out and make sure I don't have any residual things going on. There. All right. So, how are you today?
I'm good.
Good. All right. So, you picked up in the beginning, like with Michelle, how this works?
Yes.
All right. So, let's start with your root chakra and see what we got. This one is doing a nice big circle, and that one is your most primal, important energy center where everything else, like, is built on it, and it's where you ground with earthly things. And it is seriously, like, helicoptering right now, like, doing a horizontal type circle because it's such a big circle that it feels almost like it's going to fly out of my fingers. That's your survival instinct and your safety, and that is just phenomenal. So that's really interesting. I haven't had anything that strong in a while. Your sacral, let's see what we got here. Okay, that's making a real slow, small circle. That's the emotional body, your sensuality, and the creativity center. And it's still staying in a circle. It could use a little work to get bigger, but it's healthy. I'll see if I can boost that one a little bit, because, man, that root one, that was, like, off the chart. That was awesome. Wow. I just got, like, the most beautiful energy from that. It was, like, it sent it right through me for a second. Okay, let's see what it shows now. Oh, yeah, this is a much bigger circle. Yeah, definite. This is sweeping circle, like, fast. And this is even stronger than your root chakra by a little bit. This is, like, crazy. It's like, if you could see it spinning, it's, like, nuts, because my hand's totally still. So, the solar plexus is the personal power and self-esteem, the warrior energy, and power of transformation. Let's see where you're at. Oh, yeah. This is a big circle, but it's not helicoptering like the other ones, but it is a very big, healthy, fast circle. Let's see. The heart. The heart one so far is a tight, sort of slow one. Is the opening of feelings, compassion, capacity to love. It doesn't like conflict. Yeah, I mean, it's healthy, but it could be boosted a little. Let's see what I can find. Wow. You also have a beautiful heart. You're going to help a lot of people. Do you do something like as a career or outside of work where you help a lot of people?
I'm a school teacher. And I do help a lot of people in my job and outside of work as well.
Beautiful. That's what I'm picking up on.
They often don't feel appreciated, and I struggle with that tremendously.
Yeah, that is the hard part. I feel like people learn from you, people get helped by you, and they go on to, lead a better life, and it's really beautiful what you're able to do to help people so much in so many ways that you aren't even aware of. But, yeah, like you said, unfortunately, you don't know that you're helping them out that much or that they appreciate it that much. And sometimes people are in a place in their life where they don't know how or they don't know to show appreciation. Like some people weren't brought up quite, the same to it goes beyond like the please and thank yous and things like that. Some people just aren't raised to express it, which is really hard when you're the one giving, to know that you made a difference. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I know it makes sense. It just doesn't feel that way all the time, but
yeah, you are helping people on a huge scale, and unfortunately, you're not going to know unless you run into that person 5, 10, 20 years down the line, and they tell you how great their life is doing, or how much taking your class helped them, or how much you helped them, in their personal life. Because, I wish we had that way to be able to see, just how much of an impact we had. And I feel like, it might be a chance encounter that you'll find somebody later on down the road that really lets you know that, hey, my life's on track and you had a huge influence on that. Or, hey, I was going the wrong way and you helped me out, But unfortunately, I feel like you can't see those results immediately, and then they go off and do their thing. But, just know that you are making a beautiful impact on the world around you. It's just, like, I can totally understand how, they don't show that to you. And it can feel underappreciated. But, carry with you the faith that you're making a huge difference in a lot of people's lives. And there's like 5 core people that you may or may not be aware of just how much you impacted, but you totally gave them lifelong lessons.
Yeah.
And let's see. All right. I forgot I got so like wrapped up in there, and I like totally forgot where we are. That doesn't happen very often, trust me. That's really weird, but yeah, I am gonna do the solar plexus, and I might be doing it again just for the fact that I lost where we were. It was, you've got such beautiful energy that it's just amazing. But let me double check this one, because I know the first 2 were like off the chart. This one is a big sweeping circle, and that's the personal power, the self-esteem, the warrior energy, and the power of transformation. And I think that isn't just the power of transformation for you, but the power to transform other people. And now it's making a huge sweeping circle. So, yeah, whatever you're doing in that direction, just keep on going, because you got that on lockdown. Let's check the heart. Yeah, that one's a big circle. That one's the opening of feelings, compassion, capacity to love, and it doesn't like conflict. And it's not going as fast as the other ones, but it's still helicoptering. And I think, sometimes when you feel like you're not appreciated, it's hard to open up your own feelings. And I know you got lots of compassion. But yeah, this is like totally going like super fast now. But just, carry with you the feeling, the knowledge you are making a huge difference. And I think that'll help carry you through the tougher times. And the throat chakra, yeah, this one's doing a nice circle. It's a little slow, and it's not helicoptering. So this is the ability to manifest and express your truth in the world. And the reason it's not helicoptering, I'm feeling, is because sometimes you deal with difficult people or people that are stubborn in their own ways, and you know that they're not healthy for that person or their child. And, you just kind of have to try to show by example and things like that. And sometimes you don't get results right away. And sometimes you just want to say, hey, wake up, see what you're doing, but you can't really say that, Let's see. Let's see if I can help that get a little bit stronger. I mean, it's like almost right there with the other one. I feel like you truly inspire people with your words. Do you do some writing?
I like to journal, but I do want to write a book. And I do want to get into a space where I can relax and do that.
Good. Yeah, definitely work toward that, because you have a lot to say and a lot of people are going to want to hear it. And that, I think, is going to help you as much as it's going to help other people going through that process.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think, even if it's just doing an outline, maybe doing a page a day, something like that, that's going to be right in itself after you get started and get the ball rolling. Yeah, this is like spinning so fast I can't even see the gemstone. So it's like, yeah, I think you are on the right track. It's just the getting started part or finding the time.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see what the third eye one is. That's the intuition, the patterns, the learning, recognizing patterns, skill sets and memory. And that one is about off the chart too. So yeah, go with your instincts and just, carve out like 10 minutes here, 20 minutes there, an hour here. And I think you'll be amazed at how far you're going to be getting in that book in 6 months' time. You might even have it mostly written. Let's see, the crown chakra, access to the higher states of consciousness, open to what is beyond understanding, the God, the universe, ascension, things like that. Yeah, this is like off the chart, like going super fast. So, yeah, wow, you're one of the healthiest people I've run into.
That's true. I don't think I've ever had someone with all healthy chakras.
No, I don't think so. This is, wow, definite wow moment. Let me go through and make sure that we're, still on track with everything. I can't imagine not being, but yeah, the root is like, yep, that one's like off the chart. Sacral, that one is, yeah, this one's going off the chart. Solar plexus, yeah, that one shows me you're still going through a transformation, but you've got your feet under you, and you know what direction you're supposed to go. And your heart chakra, yeah. I think when you are journaling and when you write, that's going to help you with your opening of feelings and being able to let things out. And keep doing it. Keep doing it. That's one of the things that helps ground you, that helps get things off the chest. The throat, that's like going off the charts right away. That one is like, more people need to hear your truth. And when you write that book, you're going to reach more people than you know, and you're going to have students going, wow, I know who she is. They're going to pick up your book. Third eye, yep, this one's really going off there, off the chart. Crown. Yeah. Yeah, that one. And that one's going off the chart, too. What I'm picking up on is even the ones that are resistant to change, and they might fight every step of the way, and they might act like they're not listening, they are listening. And when they're older or they're in a better spot in their life, they're going to be taking heed of what they heard from you, and they're going to start applying it. Now, some of them may go so wayward that, it's going to take them a long time, and they might be old by the time they realize, yeah, she knows what she was talking about. But they're going to reflect back and be like, hey, I wish I'd listened to her sooner. And some of them are listening sooner. And some of them, you're going to be the last one on earth to know that they were listening, because they don't want anybody to know that, that they're trying to be all independent. So
yeah, I'm hoping that reaches my own children as well.
Yeah.
Because they're my first priority at this point.
They should be, and they are, and they feel it. And I feel like sometimes they act kind of resentful, but that's just a little bit. And that's just normal kid-parent type thing where, they're trying to show independence more, and, it's hard sometimes to know they're listening completely, but they're gonna start showing that they are. It's just they're gonna be doing that more in taking your words, your examples, and working it so that they feel like an individual. They're gonna do it in a way that they feel like they made up their mind to do it. That they didn't hear it from you, even though they know they did. But, yeah, does that make sense?
Yes, it does make sense. When you were talking about my sacral chakra, I was wondering why, I would get feelings in the gut of my stomach. I don't know if that's how my intuition works with me. Either I get a little lightheaded, and then my gut, in my belly, it would feel as if it's sore. So I don't know if that's the connection.
I think, and it never hurts to get it checked out at the doctor as well. But
But I've been working with crystals, and even as you were talking to Michelle, I was thinking that it was one thing I needed to share with her, because I'm very empathic myself, and it would throw me off at home and at work, and I honestly had to surround myself by certain crystals or do certain things every day just to be able to release and let go.
Do you feel any different right now? Do either of you feel any different right now?
Yes, I do, because I of course I feel different. I'm happy that they're not off balance, because I've been in the place where they were, and that was not a good feeling. If anything, it would give me more confidence to keep moving forward. In terms of my throat chakra, I know there's a lot that I do need to say that I haven't said. because I really didn't have anybody listening to me.
That's hard.
Or at least that's how it felt. But I do write, and it's funny. It's funny when I mention the book, because everywhere I go and I see like a really nice journal that I like, I got to have it. I would go shopping for shoes that I need and see a journal and walk out the store with the journal, but not the shoes. And
Just telling you.
I have tons of things that I want to do, but my time has been stretched to the limit.
Yeah.
And it's just a matter of just finding the little extra time to sit down.
What?
Do you feel the same way, Michelle, ever?
Do I feel the same way about what?
That she's feeling maybe your time is stretched?
Well, yeah, it is. I think I spend more time at work than I do at home. And I don't have the time to devote to the things that I would like to, or just to devote to my passions, things that I'm passionate about in life. I don't have a lot of time, spare time for myself.
That can be to your detriment. You need to carve out some time for yourself. And I feel it's really important that I know I can feel that you don't like saying no to people, but especially if they need you or, they're in a spot. But sometimes I feel like you need to say no just to do, like, something nurturing for yourself. Otherwise, you're going to be burning yourself out.
Yes.
Now, Kelly, could it be, because when you talked to Michelle and you mentioned a tremendous loss, we both have experienced loss. And I don't know if, because hers might be more recent, that you would pick that up. What are some of the things that we can do to get past that loss? Because when you mentioned grief to her, I felt like you were really talking to me.
That's possible because you two are so close with each other that, you can have things cross over like that because you're both empathic with each other.
We've never had, not to jump into it, but we've never had two people on the same show having their chakras done on the same show. I'm not saying it can't be done. I'm just saying that the reason we normally do one on a show is it takes a lot out of Kelly to do one normally.
But I'm okay. I've learned how to do, like, special self-care for myself so that I don't feel burned out. But the thing that I think is going to help you both is carving out time for yourself to be gentle to yourself, even if it's just taking a bubble bath for 15 minutes and doing deep breathing exercises. Do something that you would normally not spend the money on, even if it's just a little amount of money. Get a nice pedicure, get a massage, take, a walk down a really pretty path, take a yoga class if you can, even if it's just a yoga video at home or Tai Chi. I feel like things like this that can nurture you, and, cut down on, like, things, like the holiday food that isn't necessarily, the healthiest food, like, eat it, like, in smaller amounts. Really, it's important to take time out for you and to say no. And I know that it's difficult to say no to other people, but I feel like you've both been saying no to yourselves for a long time and feeling like obligations have to come first. And sometimes the loss we feel is also a loss of ourselves, like not devoting enough time to healing, not enough time to ourselves. because, life pulls us in 15 directions. And, if you keep working on your spirituality and, keep working on ways to express yourself peacefully, things like that. Even if you're shouting on a piece of paper and then you throw it in a fire, you can, do that, or scream into a pillow when you're by yourself, and you're angry or you're upset or you're frustrated. Things like that.
Kelly.
Yes.
Can I ask what stone you used?
Which what did I use?
What stone did you use? Crystal.
I have a Samsung S8 Plus. And I have
what is it?
It's a Samsung S8 Plus, and it's Sprint.
No, not your phone. No, not your phone. Your stone, the stone that you use to clear the chakra.
I think she means stone, Kelly. Stone.
Oh, stones. All right. Sometimes the speaker on this is really bad. Like, wow, okay.
I was wondering about that, too. I was thinking, gee, that seems like an unusual question for chakra cleansing.
I thought, wow, is the reception that bad? I happen to have an aventurine, but it could be anything that speaks to you.
Okay.
Like, I have on an amethyst ring, so that helps me. I get depression sometimes, and I think the amethyst helps absorb that. And and I'm surrounded with candles. I love white candles. I have something that I got from Five Below that is a brow chakra wisdom and light candle, and it smells so good, and it helps me get in tune, and it's purple. It's everything to do with like the third eye chakra. I also use Himalayan salt lamps like crazy. I love those.
Mm-hmm.
They help purify.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, even
right,
if you have like
you.
a little office space, or a little, like I use it in the living room because, it just feels like it purifies the whole house.
Well, I take a lot of salt baths.
Oh,
I've been
good.
salting for months. I had no other choice because I was working in a toxic environment and dealing with some toxic things in my family, and those salt baths have worked wonders for me.
Good. Yeah, keep that up for sure. And a lot of times there's healing herbs and healing essential oils and things like that can help too. I would just, kind of do your research. Like, you can Google things and say, I'm feeling this way, what essential oil can I use? Or I want to feel this way, how do I get there? And it'll tell you, okay, for waking up in the morning, try citrus. Or, it'll tell you different things. Do either of you have any more questions for me?
I tried to. I mean, like, how does it feel after you do two chakras and you do people's chakras in a row?
Well, it was interesting because, after doing someone's chakras, I do, like, deep breathing and shake it out, and I pop my back because that's where a lot of times tension will go and things like that, and sometimes I get indigestion. And, sometimes I'll take on, like, physical symptoms, and I just try to let it go. And so there was, like, a big, breath that I did between Michelle's and Jacqueline's just to get everything all loose and out and put in the ground. I'm shaking my arms and doing all that. And it must have looked crazy if somebody could see inside my window. I mean, honestly, But, yeah, I mean, it feels pretty good. Like, I'm ready to do two people, like, in a show if I need to back to back.
Well,
Yeah,
I was also going to ask Jacqueline and Michelle this question. You know, we interview a lot of psychics, a lot of mediums. Do you think either one of you would ever want to, like, sit in on a show? Or did you have a chance to listen to any of my shows, or the shows?
I have not had the opportunity yet, but I would love to sit in on a show, only because I have not had the opportunity to actually be in front of a laptop or desktop.
Yeah, I've listened to some of the shows. I didn't get a chance to write down the names of the people, and it was a couple of shows that I listened to. It was very interesting.
Which one interested you? Why don't you describe it? Maybe me and Kelly can see if we can figure out which one it is.
Hold on, let me go on my computer. Give me about a minute, and I'll pull the person up.
Yeah, that would be great to have you guys sit in on shows and maybe even get readings too.
Yeah.
Yes.
We are. I mean, these are sort of people who are. We're looking for people who can appeal positive energy to the show.
What?
Was it one with Kelly on it? Was the one you listened to it, Jacqueline? Was it one with Kelly on it? Was Kelly on it?
I think I heard Kelly on a show with someone else. This person was a medium.
Okay, was it male or female?
And female. And what actually happened was I fell asleep, and everything was just playing. So subconsciously, when I woke up, I was in the middle of another show.
All right, let me ask you this. Was this medium talking about a red or a yellow rose?
That sounds familiar. Hold on.
That's Joan Cara. Okay.
Yeah.
Say it again. Was it Cara with a C?
C. Yeah. Cara with a C. Yeah. We had Joan Cara on. She read for
because you know the reason why I went to the show, that I was really trying to see if I could find the one with Stallone, with Mr. Stallone.
Oh, Jackie Stallone. Yes.
Yeah.
I haven't interviewed her. We haven't interviewed her in 3 years. Apparently, we had her on. This is a true story. I had her on, and I told her, I asked her about the election. And she goes, well, what do you think is going to happen? This is before the election, the 2016 election. And she says, oh, it'll be Trump, but everybody will say it's foul play. and not just that. This is another true story. This is what made me want to have her on. Sylvester Stallone was on James Lipton, the acting studio. I hope you understand. This came from Sylvester, not Jackie. Okay, so this, apparently she predicted to the day that he was going to sell the Rocky script with his chart, when she did his chart. And,
That's cool.
But, it's like, she's an interesting lady. She's about 90-something, and I told Kelly, that I interviewed her. Kelly thought that me interviewing Jackie Stallone was one of the most interesting things she's ever seen. Do you remember that, Kelly?
Yeah.
And you told, like, your fiance's mom and everybody, like, oh, my God, Jackie Stallone,
Yeah. Yeah. So we're hoping to have her on soon.
Yeah, I would like to talk to a really good medium.
We have a list. We have a book that we use that has a list of mediums and psychics in it, and that's what we use to get guests. And we've had. Eventually, we're going to do something with video, and it's been sort of I mean, but one of the things now, and I don't know if you've had this experience, but after I had Kelly on, I think for like one show or something, I mean, she was like on cloud nine. She loved it.
Yeah.
She was like, I mean, it's good that you're here. You can verify this. But I mean, like, what would you say? I mean, it's okay. You can be honest. But I mean, do you and Michelle feel the same way after being on the show or today? Or
I prefer. This is Jackie speaking. It's not even really like a well-known person that really impressed me. I prefer the genuineness. I prefer to feel comfortable to speak, or ask a question.
Well, I understand that. I'm talking about how you felt today.
I appreciate today, especially like how it was done at such short notice with Kelly.
Thank you.
Again, just hearing all those circles, it left me with it boosted my confidence because I was wavering, especially this past week and weekend, because I was just totally exhausted.
Now, what about you, Michelle? I mean, how would you describe the experience being on the show? Would you put it on the same level as Kelly would?
I was doing a happy dance sometime.
Yes, I my experience is positive. I'm kind of a sound person, and the sound of her voice is so soothing, and it really helps. And she touches on a lot of personal feelings.
Can I suggest something for the two of you? Can I suggest something for the two of you? I want to suggest something for the two of you then, because she has a Facebook page, and you take reviews, don't you, Kelly?
I what?
Reviews. Do you have people write you reviews?
Oh, gosh, yeah. They're kind enough to do that, then they do.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying it would be good, really good, if both of you could write reviews for Kelly, because those two things that you said just now would be really good on a review for Kelly.
That was beautiful, and I'm glad that I can help. That really makes my day because that's what I'm here for. I mean, I have not made money from this, and that's fine with me because I'd rather help people.
I understand exactly what you mean, Kelly.
Thank you.
What is your Facebook page? Is it Kelly L. Walters or something else?
You might want to Facebook it to them, yes.
Yeah, and if anybody listening, you can always visit Kelly L. Walters Good Vibrations Holistic Energy Work. But, I don't know if you find it, my name, Kelly L. Walters, if that'll pop up, but there'll probably be links to the show and, something that I put location, which is basically my page, just so that they're kind of linked. But, yeah, I mean, that would be tremendous if you could do that. I'm glad that you asked that, Johnny, because that was really nice of you.
Well, you always say I read your mind.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I'm just waiting for the time when we start finishing each other's sentences.
Well, I mean, the thing is that, with us, it's so funny because, I mean, just the first time she had me on, I mean, yeah, she calls me later. She goes, well, you said I was your co-host, and I did a little happy dance.
Yeah. That was unexpected, but I was excited about it. I'm like, wow, you're going to have me on for more than one show? That was fun. Yeah, I was excited.
Kelly, did he tell you our story?
No, he did not.
We haven't seen each other in over 30 years.
Wow.
We reconnected through a picture of her daughter on Facebook. And I reached out to her sister. I said, is that my friend's daughter? And it took the sister a while to get back in touch with her. She said yes or whatever because I saw her daughter. And the minute we started talking, it was like we picked up where we left off 30 years ago. And it was blown away. We were blown away that we didn't realize just how much now we had in common in terms of the things that we were interested in and where we are in life. With the exception, I was dealing with some family issues that had really threw my life off, and she has been my silent supporter.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Right, because while you was even talking to her, I want to just let you know, Michelle, if any of my burdens have attached to you in any way, any cords that that are unwarranted, absolutely, I want you to gently, though, release them, because she's been a silent supporter, and I appreciate that, and I want to be able to do the same for her.
You two
a loss is a loss.
Wow, yeah. You two have such a special bond, and it transcends time and space. And if you gently release, you can always reattach a healthier cord. You know, just make sure you keep in touch and reach out to each other. And if you can,
absolutely.
Yeah. You know, try to take a little vacation sometime and meet up, but if you don't, you still have that special bond either way.
Well, you know, that's why last night I was trying to get you on Blue Jeans. I was trying to get them both to see each other on Blue Jeans, but turned out we have. But that's something we're trying to do, because we can literally get 75 people on at once.
Yeah, we could do a huge reunion.
So let me ask this, does either of you know anybody else that would be good for the show, to have on the show? Do either of you know anybody?
There's a medium that I like in Canada named Vincent Pace, and I haven't heard him in a long time.
Yes. To look him up.
Vincent Pace. He used to be on Journey into the Light, and I think that co-host passed away suddenly.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Vincent Pace was really good.
Oh, wow.
I mean, he communicates. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Do you know anybody, Michelle?
Not at this time, no.
Yeah. Yeah, be sure to, send us a messenger, the name of the person. And, we could even do, since our show is really about, and putting a smile on people's faces, it could even be that we on Blue Jean do, a family and friend reunion between the two of you and your families.
I thought about that. I've actually thought about that.
That would be beautiful.
There's a lady that that I've been talking to on they say that the Greek culture is very in tune with their family. They're very large families, and getting 75 people on at once.
Oh.
Hey, Kelly.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I was just being impulsive right there. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Jonathan.
But what I was going to say is we have about a minute left, but
Kelly, you work with animals.
She does.
Absolutely.
I have a rescue dog that rescued me.
Oh, that's beautiful. I love rescue animals, and I totally understand that, because mine did me too.
She's my miracle.
Oh,
and
that's beautiful.
I just hope that she's okay right now, because I have a new baby in the house, and I don't want her to feel like I'm still not the same mama, or she's my heart, but she really rescued me.
Make sure you spend one-on-one time with her and explain, because she'll understand.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's beautiful.
All right. Well, we have about 10 seconds left, but it's really great to have you both on, all of you on.
Yeah.
I hope that you all will come back on again soon. Okay? Take care, everybody.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Namaste.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Namaste.
Namaste.